Still working after retirement? It could shrink your benefits, unless you plan smart. Retirement doesn't always mean stopping work. In fact, nearly 20% of Americans over 65 are still working in some capacity. But here's the thing. If you're receiving Social Security before reaching full retirement age, earning too much money can temporarily reduce your benefits. This is called the Retirement Earnings Test, and it can be very confusing. So let's break it down in plain English. First, let's define full retirement age. For most retirees today, that's between age 66 and 67, depending on your birth year. If you take Social Security before full retirement age and you keep working, there is an annual income limit. In 2025, here are the rules. If you're under FRA for the full year, you can earn up to $22,320. If you earn more than that, Social Security will withhold $1 for every $2 you earn above that limit. In the year you reach FRA, you can earn up to $59,520, and the withholding rate drops to $1 for every $3 over the limit. Only earnings before your birthday count. Once you hit FRA, there are no earning limits. You can earn as much as you want, and your benefits won't be reduced. Let's go through an example. Imagine you're 63, retired, and collecting Social Security. You decide to go back to work on a part-time basis and earn $30,000 for the year. That's $7,680 over the $22,320 limit. SSA would withhold $3,840 from your Social Security payments over the course of the year. That means smaller checks or skipped checks until that withholding is satisfied. Here's what many people don't realize. You don't lose that money forever. Once you reach the FRA, the SSA recalculates your benefit and increases it to account for what was withheld. So it's more like a delay than it is a loss. Now, what counts as earnings for the earnings test? Only wages from employment and net earnings from self-employment count. That means pensions, investments, real estate income, and other retirement income sources are excluded. So what's the best strategy if you're working while on Social Security? If you plan to earn well above the limit, consider delaying benefits. Every year you delay past FRA up to age 70, boost your benefit by 8% per year. If your income will fluctuate, remember that SSA can adjust withholding. Just call or use Form SSA-131. If benefits are withheld, your benefit gets recalculated at FRA, increasing your future monthly check. And remember, the earnings test only affects you before full retirement age. If you're past that age, go ahead and earn freely. Here's some common questions we get. Should I avoid working if I'm on Social Security? Not necessarily. If your earnings are modest, you may keep most of your check. Plus, working could help cover expenses and delay tapping into savings. What if I retire mid-year? Now, SSA does have a special rule for that. For the first year you retire, you can earn more in months you don't work. You're allowed to receive benefits for any month your earnings are below a certain monthly limit, around $1,860 a month in 2025. Will this affect my taxes too? Yes. If your income exceeds certain thresholds, your Social Security may be taxable. Now, that's separate from the earnings test, but important. What if Social Security Administration withholds too much? Then it will be reconciled the following year. You may get some of that money back or applied to future benefits. So here's a pro tip. Use SSA's Retirement Earnings Test Calculator online. It helps you estimate how much might be withheld based on your planned income. Bottom line, working in retirement isn't a bad thing, but it does require planning. Understand the rules, monitor your earnings, and communicate with the Social Security Administration to avoid surprises. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. And of course, if you're looking for a life insurance company, please consider calling my company, The Dig Agency. We'll be happy to help you. We work in all 50 states plus the Washington, D.C. area. Just call 888-240-5633 for a free quote, or use the link below to request a quote online without having to speak to anybody. Thank you.